Very happy to see you. I
Yeah,
just moved to
same,
the apartment
same
because
here.
different background.
So good evening, everyone. Shall we start the session with the Dhanvantari prayer?
OK，
Okay.
那我们就是开始我们今天的课程，用这个等文体的唱诵，阿依霏之神的唱诵开始。
So let's start now with the Dhanvantari prayer.
我们开始我们的课程。
Namami Dhanvantarim Adidevam Shurashurvandit Pad Padmam Lokai Jararuku Bhai Mrityunasham Dhatarimisham Vividoshadinam. So dear friends, again we have assembled for the discussion of fasting.
那我们再一次开始了我们的轻断食的课程。
Fasting is really very beautiful topic. We have discussed many times. Still, we will keep on discussing, but always we are learning something or the other new.
那我们会继续的来教这个课程，但是我们每次都会是有新的内容在里面。
So now, during this few days workshops, like which is starting today on the fasting, we will be discussing few things. So I will go quickly.
那我们会来教大家一些东西，我会很快的来教大家。
So we are discussing many things about the fasting, like how to do the fasting, the misunderstanding about the fasting, do's, don'ts, various types of the Ayurveda fasting, many detox juices, herbal tea, and about the Vata, Pitta, and Kapha Prakriti.
那我们会跟大家去讲断食的概念，对断食的一些误解，断食该做和不该做的，断食的精神益处，各种类型的阿育吠陀断食，各种疾病的断食方法。
So why we need fasting? As per the Ayurveda, if someone want to be healthy all the time, so we shouldn't allow any deposition of the dirtiness in the body.
那为什么我们要来做这个轻断食呢？因为我们希望我们身体的一些脏的东西可以离开我们的身体。
Suppose we are like we are cleaning our home every day. Okay, we are, and on the some occasion in the year we are cleaning very deep cleaning of the home. In the same way, if we want to be healthy, then we have to clean our body every day and sometime very deep cleaning.
就像我们自己的家需要清洁一样，那如果说你的身体同样需要清洁，那有的时候呢，我们的身体也需要跟我们家里一样，有的时候需要做个大扫除，就是做一个深度的清理清洁。
So in the Ayurveda, we are telling it upavas. The meaning of fasting is upavas. The meaning of up means near, and the meaning of vas means staying. So the full meaning is staying near the God is the full meaning of fasting.
那 upavas 就是断食的意思，梵文 upa 的意思就是靠近，vas 就是停留，那就是要我们去靠近神。
So what is God means in the other earth, in the other way we can understand, being near our own heart is the fasting, because we are near with ourselves if we do fasting.
就是说要靠近我们的心灵，就是当我们在做轻断食的时候，我们其实是更靠近我们的心灵，我们更往内在去走的。
Like if we see the sky and the clouds are not there, then we can see the sky very nicely. In the same way, when there is no dirtiness in the body, then only we can see our mind, we can see our heart clearly.
就像天空，如果它没有云的话，那我们就可以把这个天空看得更加清楚。那当我们的心里也是，我们心里没有一些这种乌云去把它遮盖的时候，那我们可以更清楚的去看见自己的内在。
So the meaning of fasting, being near your heart and the mind.
就是那我们这个断食的内涵，就是让你可以更加去靠近你的内在，更往内去探索。
So in the other word, we can tell fasting is not only beneficial for the body, as well as it's beneficial for the mind.
所以这个轻断食不仅仅是对我们的身体有益，对我们的心灵也是有益的。
So there is a one statement like the person who is yogi, the person who is yogi means who is doing some like something for cleansing the body, like the fasting, like the some asanas, like the pranayama. So in the Ayurveda, it's written the person who is yogi can be a good bhogi. The good bhogi means can enjoy all the foods, each and every taste in the life.
那这个，对于这个 yogi 就是瑜伽士、瑜伽行者的定义，一个就是他可以会去，做断食；另外的话，他是，做很多的体式和调息法。那他对这个食物，他也是会，很享受食物的，他能够去品尝，每一种食物。
So when someone is doing the fasting, that time also we need a like mental, we need some brain involvement, because without the brain involvement we can't do fasting. We need some willpower, then only we will able to perform the fasting. So the fasting also is one types of yoga.
所以其实我们在做我们轻断食的时候，我们也用到了我们的这个心智的力量，也就是我们意志力。所以其实轻断食其实就是一种瑜伽。
So if you want to enjoy each and every taste in the life until the death, till you are alive in this body, then we should do at least once in 15 days fasting.
如果说你想去享受你的生命的话，你至少15天要做一次轻断食。
So this will be very wonderful cleaning, and within 6 months, like suppose in every 6 months, we can do deep cleaning, and in the deep cleanings, we can plan 3 days or the 7 days fasting.
然后其实每6个月我们可以做一个深度的一个清理、清洁身体，你可以做一个这个3到7天的这样的一个轻断食，连续的。
Then we will never knock the door of the doctor because of our illness.
然后你就不会去找医生了，因为你就不太会有得一些疾病的可能性。
So like in the Ayurveda, it's written, the lighter the body, more the alertness, more the awareness, and more the enthusiasm.
阿育吠陀里边讲到，你的身体越轻盈的话，你就会越有觉知力，你就会越有对生命会热情度更高。
So our human brain is secreting more amount of the dopamine hormone, which is also called happy hormone, during the fasting.
我们的大脑在轻断食过程中会分泌更多的快乐荷尔蒙多巴胺。
And we also have seen the person is more alert during the fasting because brain is also secreting alert hormone.
那我们在轻断食过程中呢，我们会发现会更有觉知力，因为我们的大脑会分泌你觉知力的荷尔蒙。
So if you want to improve the functioning of the brain, then fasting is very essential thing.
如果说你想提升大脑的功能的话，轻断食是非常有效的一个方法。
So there is one process that is called autophagy. Autophagy, this process get activated during the fasting.
然后有一个词叫自噬，细胞自噬。
So what is the meaning of autophagy? The meaning of autophagy, when we are not eating anything, so certain body cells who are available in the body, they start eating their own body cell.
那什么叫自噬呢？自噬就是发生在我们细胞自身的。就当我们身体不再去吃东西、摄入食物的话，它就开始就是吃自己的细胞。
Because whether you eat or you are not eating, all the times we need continuously energy because of lungs, because of heart, because of brain, because of kidney. These all organs are working whether you eat or not. So our body is continuously digesting some cells of the body. So this is called self-eating during the fasting.
那不管你是不是进食，我们的身体都在消耗能量，我们的身体都需要我们的所有的器官的运作，我们的大脑、心脏等等所有的器官消化都需要能量。所以当这个时候，当你不进食的时候，它细胞就会去吞噬自身的细胞。
So the meaning of self means auto. Auto means self, and eating means phagy. So when our body is eating our own cells, this process is called autophagy, and this process really so wonderful. One scientist has got the Nobel Prize for doing the research of this process.
所以这个就叫做我们的细胞自噬。
So why this process is good? This process is good because when this autophagy process is going on, the body is eating on cells but dead cells.
那为
Like
什
the
么
dead cells and the debris or the dead bodies of the bacteria, of the viruses, which is spread all around in the tissues and in the various part of the body.
那为什么说这个细胞自噬是非常有益处的呢？就是因为我们这个细胞自噬，它自噬的是身体的一些就死去的细胞，包括一些病毒啊、细菌啊这些这个已经不是优质的细胞了。
So it's something like that. Suppose you have got the bread from the market, but you are not eating bread because you are cooking fresh food every day. But suddenly for 2 days you are not going the market, you are not bringing anything to eat, then you don't have any option. Now you have to eat the bread which is available in your home.
就像你之前一直是吃新鲜的食物，然后呢，你没有新鲜食物，你就开始吃面包了，你就吃了几天的面包。
In the same way, when you are not eating anything, but body need continuous energy, so this is eating our own cells, the dead bodies of the bacteria, virus, and these are spread all around here and there in the body.
当你开始不再进食的时候，我们身体就开始去吃自己的、吞噬自己的这个自身的一些细胞，就是刚刚讲的一些不是特别好的一些细胞、死去的细胞啊，或者说一些病毒啊、毒素啊这些东西。
So this is a very wonderful cleansing procedure, because why this process? Now body will be super clean. There is nothing, a single debris, dead bodies, unwanted pathogenic material left after doing the fasting.
所以，当你在做这个断食的时候，当这个细胞自噬发生的时候，那你就身体就是在做这个自己在做这个清理。那当你这个清理完之后，你的身体就会非常的通透，然后你的一些毒素都已经离开你的身体了。
So the person who do fasting, we can see within few days, the glow of the skin, the sign of the eyes are increasing.
我们会发现做了这个轻断食几天之后的，他们就很多人他就会皮肤会变好，眼睛会
And the
变得更亮。
disease, the many diseases like the thyroid, like the diabetes, and there are many diseases like the gout and many more diseases are getting cured. Just why? Because we are eating unwanted dead material available here and there in the body.
就很多的一些疾病，比如说一些甲状腺类的一些引起的问题，甲状腺失调，包括甚至是糖尿病啊、高血压、风湿病啊这些问题都会有一些改善。我们会发现。
So we know sometimes we are getting ill, then we are getting the nodule here in the axilla. Sometimes we are getting nodule in the pelvic region, and we are getting small nodules somewhere. Sometimes when we are suffering with the fever and some infections.
我有的时候会发现身体的，比如说腋下啊，或者说我们的女性的妇科啊，或者当你发烧的时候会有一些炎症啊，或者是一些部位会有一些这个囊肿，或者是说一些这种肿瘤。
So why we get this nodule? This nodule are called the lymph nodule, because in the body we have two types of circulation. One is blood circulation, second is lymph circulation.
那这个囊肿其实都是大部分都是在我们的这个淋巴腺体。我们身体有两种循环，一种是淋巴循环，一种是血液循环。
So suppose lymph circulation is having circulation through the lymph vessels. Suppose there is a lymph pipeline. In between, we are having one small places like a small homes. They are called lymph glands.
这个就是假设这个是我现在在讲的这个淋巴腺体。
So in the lymph glands, what is happening when any bacteria virus attacking on the human body? The lymph is taking the bacteria virus there. So these all the bacteria virus, the dead bodies of the bacteria virus going in the lymph. So sometimes they are too much, so making the nodule. That type of nodule we can see in the axilla and neck and the different part of the body during the infections.
那就是当我们身体有一些病毒啊、一些毒素的时候，我们的淋巴它就会吸收这些毒素，所以就会在我们的淋巴腺体就很容易产生这些结节或者这些囊肿，包括我们的颈部啊、腋下这些，或者女性的妇科这些地方。
Now slowly, because the autophagy process is going in the body, so our body is eating these unwanted cells, and within few days or few months, we will see now everything will be okay like the earlier.
然后呢，因为我们的身体自噬的发生，所以当我们在轻断食的时候，我们细胞自噬就会发生。你会发现，当你可以做这个轻断食一段时间之后，你身体的一些结节囊肿，它就慢慢的就是变小了，然后甚至说慢慢的消掉。
But if we do the fasting, we can accelerate this procedure, and we can do the digestion of unwanted cells very fast, and we can be free from the unwanted deposition of the pathogen.
所以如果说当你在做轻断食的时候，我们的身体的自噬细胞它就会开始起作用，那你就可以去慢慢的就是让你身体做一个净化跟清理。
But suppose if the person is not following rules at all, just eating and without digesting the previous food, eating again the next food, then what happening? So you are always eating something. So when you are always eating something, autophagy is not starting, because autophagy, the self-eating will start when you stop eating from the outside.
那如果说很多人他就是会吃东西，不断的吃，你还没吃完，还没消化，他又新吃的东西，他不断的吃东西，他没有给身体休息，那么他就不会发生身体的细胞自噬。
So suppose one person is developing the nodule somewhere in the lymph node, and this nodule becoming bigger and not getting dissolved. Then after many years, when this nodule not dissolving at all, then we are telling, oh, this is the cancer.
那就是有些人他的身体的结节，他一直没有变化，他没有缩小，然后一直长，长了若干年之后就变成肿瘤或者癌症。
So even you want to dissolve the cells of the nodule of the cancer, you have to initiate the process of autophagy, and which can be done only by the fasting.
那如果说你想治疗癌症的话，肿瘤的话，其实最有效的办法就是做这个断食。
So fasting is not only the physical method, but I told you it's a spiritual method. It's a calming down our brain and the heart.
那这个断食不仅仅只是对身体有帮助，它也是对我们的心灵有帮助。
So what's happening? Many times, if the person is having lots of dampness over the heart, lots of dampness over the heart.
那如果说他的心脏这个部位有湿气的话，
So dampness, or we can tell it kapha, or we can tell it undigested food.
我们湿气它其实就是卡法的阿育吠陀里边就是卡法的能量，或者说是那些没有被消化的食物，就会
Then when there is a heart is not free, because the nature of heart should be empty. Heart should not be filled by and the pressed by and the overlapped by kapha. Heart shouldn't be overlapped by kapha or dampness.
我们心脏的话，其实是不应该是有很多的湿气，或者说很多的这个卡法能量的。
So when the person is having this condition, then he's having lots of dampness over the heart, and heart is the seat of joy and pleasure. Then this person will not be having pleasure in the life, and we will see this person always sad.
那如果这个人他不快乐的话，那其实他因为他的心脏就有很多的湿气，或者说毒素，或者说卡法能量，所以他不快乐。
So heart is the very important seat in the human body. Many times when there is a deposition of the dampness over the heart, then person is suffering with the mental problem like the mental retardation.
如果说他心脏有很多的这个湿气的话，他的这个智力或者说他的记忆力也会衰退。
Because heart can be considered like a mind. When heart is overlapped by dampness, not able to think or do something like clear perception, not able to have the clear perception, then suffering with the mental retardation.
就是那个我们的心脏其实跟我们的心灵是有大或者大脑有关系。当我们的心脏功能很差的话，那我们的心智它就不会很清明，它
So
会
for
反应。
this purpose also we have to do the fasting.
所以如果让你的这个心智很清明，让你的反应很快的话，让你
So
记
we
忆力
should remember fasting is not the starvation, not the
但是
starvation.
记住，断食并不是说饥饿，
Starvation means person neither getting the food, not getting the water, person is not getting anything. So body is going in the very drying condition. That is starvation.
那我们的身体如果说进入那种非常这个干的情况，那就是饥饿了，身体非常干燥，身体没有湿润。
But fasting is the process. We are doing it purposefully with some purpose.
那我们其实做轻断食还是有目的的，不是说没有毫无目的的去做。
So in this way, if we see the Ayurveda, in the Ayurveda, Atharveda is the science, like we are having 4 Veda. In the Atharveda, we can see the Ayurveda is mentioned and as well as the fasting. So we can see the fasting written in the Atharveda as a healing science.
那在我们的四吠陀当中呢，我们的这个阿依吠陀是在我们的阿他婆吠陀经里边的一部分。
So these are the 4 Vedas we know. And as per the Ayurveda, nothing is out from these 4 Vedas. And fasting is mentioned there. So not only fasting, all the healing science as the part of Atharveda.
那不仅仅是阿依吠陀，所有的这个关于疗愈相关的东西，都是在我们的阿他婆吠陀的里边的，都涵盖在这里边的。
So when person want to get the physical benefits as well as the spiritual benefit in both condition, it has been mentioned person should follow yam, then the niyam, then the asana, and these all are processes has been mentioned. So the first and second, these yam and niyam means the first and second process are mentioning do the fasting, do the upavas for cleansing of your body.
那这个就是yama 跟niyama 是来自于瑜伽经的这个叫什么？就是我们的一个内治跟外治，都是我们行为上的。那我们这个轻断食就是在这个瑜伽经里边的，它就属于这个行为上的一个自我的约束吧。
So first 2 methods are mentioning about the external and internal cleansing of the body. So and for internal cleansing, we need to do the fasting.
那讲到了这个瑜伽经里边讲的就是说一个清洁，那这个清洁就是说我们身体的清洁跟我们内在的清洁，就心灵层面的清洁。那其实我们轻断食就是其中的一种。那在瑜伽经里边也提到了这个重要性。
So Vata, Pitta and Kapha, there are 3 doshas as per the Ayurveda, and Kapha or the dampness is the main cause of the diseases.
那我们在阿依吠陀里边讲到了这个卡法的能量，卡法能量就是湿气，那它就是我们得很多疾病的主要的原因。
So because of the Vata, we are getting near about 80 disease. Because of the Pitta, we are getting near about 40 disease. And because of the Kapha, we are getting near about 20 disease. But whatever the disease we are getting from the Kapha, they all are very highly complicated.
那我们因为瓦塔能量很多的80%的疾病因为瓦塔能量失衡，40%的疾病因为皮塔能量失衡，20%的疾病因为卡法能量失衡。但是这20%的疾病，卡法失衡的疾病确实是非常这个复杂的，或者说一些比较严重的疾病。
So we are doing lots of things like we are doing the fasting, and not only doing the fasting, we are also doing the fume in the home. Like in this fume, we are putting camphor. In this fume, we are putting clove and many kitchen spices. And when this fume is going all around, this is also removing the kapha from each person, from each individual. Because when we do the fume in the home, the fume is going in our nostrils, going in our ear, and doing the cleansing.
那我们另外一种就是用这种这个熏香，我们会阿育吠陀里边我们会用一些香料，比如说明矾，或者说是那个叫什么丁香等等，它其实呢也是在清理净化，因为它会进入鼻腔嘛，进入肺部，它其实会净化我们的卡法的能量，这也是一种净化的方法。
So let's come back to the upvas or the fasting. The meaning of upvas, not eating anything or eating the light, very, very light juices, fruits or food.
就是这个轻断食呢，一种是不吃，或者说是你吃非常轻盈的一些食物，比如说水果、果汁、蔬菜。
So in the Panchakarma therapy also, we are doing many different types of the cleansing procedure, and one is the fasting.
在这个胖上卡玛里边，我们也会有很多的这个清理的方法、排毒的方法，其中一种就是轻断食。
So when the fasting is highly recommended, we are having 3 doshas in the body: Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. So when Kapha is higher, that is the time. This is the time, high time, fasting is recommended.
当我们阿育吠陀里边有瓦塔、皮塔、卡法，当我们的卡法能量非常多的时候，那我们就是一个做轻断食最应该做轻断食的时候。
So the person doing fasting, by doing the fasting, we are able to decrease the kapha, remove the kapha from the body.
在我们做轻断食的时候，那我们就是要去把卡法的能量给就是清理卡法的能量，平衡它。
So on the one side, you are decreasing the kapha. So decreasing the kapha, what is kapha? Suppose I am drawing the 2 person here. This is the person number 1.
那什么是卡法呢？
And this is the person number 2.
这里有2个人。
So this is the normal person, but this is the overweight person. So as per the Ayurveda, this person is having more kapha in the body.
那从阿育吠陀角度来讲，就是右边那个人他的卡法能量会比较多。
Because kapha is made by 2 elements, water and earth.
因为卡法主要是由水跟土元素构成。
So this person is having more water and more earth element.
所以这个人的话，他有更多身体里他有更多的水元素跟土元素。
Now this person want to reduce the weight or want to cure the diabetes or want to cure the cholesterol, some problem which is happened in the body. So the best method is fasting, because fasting will reduce kapha.
那他这个人他可能这个想减肥，或者他想治疗他的糖尿病，那这最好的方法就是去做断食。
So in the Ayurveda it's written about this kapha personality people. So I am making one overweight person here. So this is the kapha, overweight person or kapha.
就是他体重比较重。
So in the Ayurveda is mentioned the characteristic of the kapha is snigdha. I will tell you. Guru, mand, silakshana, sandra, mratashna, sthir. These are the characteristics of kapha. Now I will explain you what is the meaning of them.
我会跟大家来解释一下这些梵文的意思。
So there are total 7 characteristics has mentioned in the Ayurveda about the kapha.
关于卡法体质，有7个梵文去描述它。
And we can control all the 7 just by doing the fasting.
我们可以用轻断食来去解决这些问题。
So the characteristic number 1, that is snigdha, or it is called more oiliness in the body.
第一个就是很油。
So many person nowadays are eating the wrong oil or the more oil or the unwanted wrong fat. So because of the wrong fat, they are developing the cholesterol. So now we want to reduce the cholesterol, means we want to reduce the oiliness. So the fasting alone is enough to reduce this.
那很多人现在就是可能他吃了一些油不对，或者说吃了一些一些什么脂肪，一些不是很正确的一些脂肪，所以它就会导致了他的会有一些胆固醇偏高啊，或者肥胖一些问题，健康的隐患。
The second characteristic is guru. Guru means heaviness.
第二个梵文叫 guru 的就是很沉重的意思。
So the person is very heavy. Now, what is the meaning of heaviness here? It's not only about the weight. It's not only about the weight. Okay. Suppose, don't think the heaviness means I'm telling about the 100 kg body weight. The heaviness means, suppose there is a one lean person, very lean and thin. But this person is having too much heaviness in the leg and can't move. And this person is telling, I cannot move because of my body is, my leg are not able to hold my body. So the person is having lots of heaviness in the leg. How to bring lightness? Okay, reduce the kapha, because kapha is creating the heaviness. Reduce the kapha. Just to do the fasting, heaviness will go away, and
那就是
heaviness will go. Yeah.
就是那个 heavy 就是那个，并不是说这个人很沉，就是他的身体有一种很沉重的感觉。那包括他这个腿可能觉得走路都很重，这些都是因为我们的卡法能量导致的，身体某个部位很沉重。
So whether the even it might happen with the person who is overweight, very heavy body. Now we want to reduce the heavy body, so we reduce kapha with the help of fasting.
所以，如果说你想让你的身体更加轻盈的话，那你就是要通过轻断食来把卡法的能量去让它去平衡。
Now mand means slowness, slowness.
What's that?
Slow. You are working slow. That is mand.
Manda 的意思就是很慢。
So when someone is very dull, very slow, we are telling, okay, let's go, let's play, but he is doing each and every task very slowly, then it means kapha is very high. Now we need to do something to reduce the kapha, so we'll do fasting.
那有些人他可能反应很慢，或反应很迟钝，那他也是因为这个卡法能量太高了导致的，所以我们也要做轻断食，让他能够可以反应不要那么慢跟迟钝，或者做一些事情。
So in this way, mand means slowness. Suppose you are working with some friend, you are doing very fast work because you are not having much kapha, but your friend is very lazy, doing very slow work, walking very slow, and everything is doing very slow. Sometimes need to do the fast, but not doing the fast. It means a kapha is high, so we need to reduce the kapha. So we will introduce the fasting, and then person will become active.
有些人他可能做事情是有一些惰性在里面，很懒，不积极。那我们就可以通过轻断食来帮他改善，能够让他变得更加主动跟积极。
So in this way, now the next symptom, first we are taking together this fourth one and the sixth one. This can be told like stickiness.
那第四跟第六个呢，它其实可以叫做很黏，很
So
黏。
suppose someone is having some disease and we are looking, the stool is sticking with the toilet. When you are throwing the water, stool is not flowing easily. It means the person is having excessive kapha, and this might create lots of diseases in the body.
就是如果你去观察你的大便的话，那有些卡法能量就是很多或很太失衡的人，他的大便它是粘在这个可能马桶上的。那这
So
些
as
人
soon as you found the stickiness in the stool, immediately do the fasting, only do the single day fasting, and you will see the stickiness will go away. Then you will be free from the disease which is going to happen in the future.
如果说你发现你的大便粘在马桶上，你马上要做断食，你可以做1天断食，然后它就可以去防止你将来会得某些病的风险，叫防范于未然。
So in this way, Sandra means very high density. The meaning of Sandra, highly dense. Suppose there is a blood vessels. Inside the blood vessels, there is a highly dense fluid is flowing. Highly dense fluid is flowing. So highly dense, that is called Chandra, which is the characteristic of kapha. So if we do the fasting, we can reduce the dense effect. So the blood will be flowing smoothly. So fasting is the very good method if the person is having blocked arteries or the clogged arteries.
那就是有些人他可能血管啊或者动脉啊，他那个会有淤堵，就是这个它可以有淤堵的情况，那就是通过这个轻断食的话，能够让这个血液能够流动的更加这个顺畅。
And the last characteristic, that is sthira. Sthira means stable. So definitely sometimes stability is required, but all the time stability is not required. Sometimes movement is also required. The person having more kapha just want to be stable at one place, doesn't want to move here and there. So if we do the fasting, will make the person stable.
那 stable 就是那个stella 的意思就是稳定。那稳定的话，就是并不是说是这个好或者不好，只是说这个 kapha 的人他会更稳定。那稳定的话，就说明他的流动没有很流畅。那为了让我们的流动很顺畅的话，我们其实也要去平衡它的。
So stability is the characteristic of kapha.
它这个稳定也是 kapha 的一个特点。
So one person is telling you that I am having one nodule here, it is stable, it's not moving from here. Then we'll do the fasting for few days, we will do the intermittent fasting and we'll apply the different types of the fasting, and after some day we will remove this stability, then we will be able to dissolve this nodule.
那如果说有些人跟你说我这边有一个结节肿块，那我就可以建议你去做几天的断食，那你的那个肿块结节它会慢慢的消下去。
So fasting is the method who reduce kapha.
这个轻断食就是可以把 kapha 能量平衡的一个方法。
So in the Ayurveda it's written kaphe tandraha. The meaning of kaphe tandraha means, tandra means when the person is feeling drowsiness. So the drowsiness is the sign of kapha. So if you want to remove the drowsiness, do the fasting.
有些人他就会觉得经常会觉得很困，那如果你觉得很困的话，那你就可以来做这个轻断食。
So let's talk about the one disease, that is urinary tract infection or the UTI.
是，我们来讲一下这个尿路的感染。
So when the person is suffering with the UTI, what is the root cause? The kapha is increasing in the body, which is inviting the virus or the bacteria, because each and every virus or bacteria want to attack the body having more kapha.
就是你kapha能量很多的时候，我们的这个病毒细菌就很容易侵入你的身体。
So kapha means dampness, so they will be having good like food availability and they are able to grow very nicely if the person is having good kapha in the body.
那如果你的身体如果说是kapha能量很平衡的话，那你这个身体的
when the virus is attacking and they are increasing the pitta, so when kapha and pitta come together, this is called infection.
那当你的就是身体里边有很多的病菌就是进入的话，就是尤其是你的kapha能量跟 pitta 能量同时很高的时候，就会引起感染。
So UTI means kapha means dampness and the pitta means this pathogenic heat. The combination of kapha and pitta is called urinary tract infection or UTI.
当你的就是 kapha 你身体有一些这个湿气是 kapha 引起的，然后 pitta 会引起你身体的一些热量，当又湿又热的话，就会引起感染。
So now we have to search something who can reduce kapha as well as the pitta. So this satabri or the asparagus, which is very easily available for you, satabri or asparagus. So we are telling it satabri or asparagus This is a
芦
very
笋
good diuretic. It's a very good diuretic. It's reducing the kapha and as well as it's reducing the pitta.
那这个芦笋它是一个在阿育吠陀它也是个药，那它是个就是非常好的能够去降低卡法跟皮塔的能量的一个药。
Then what we are doing, we are telling the person, okay,
Yeah.
do the 1 day fasting. The person suffering with a urinary tract infection, we are telling the person 1 day fasting every week, and on that day just eat asparagus, steamed asparagus, nothing else.
How about asparagus soup? Is okay?
Asparagus soup?
Mm.
Yeah, asparagus in any form.
In any form.
Any form.
Fried form? No.
No, we have to avoid the fried form. We can do steamed. Like if we want to fry, suppose if you want to put you are taking the ghee and you want to fry the cumin, then no problem. In this way, you can put something for making the soup.
OK， 就是如果说你会有尿路感染的话，建议你可以每周做一次轻断食，然后呢，你就可以喝这个，就是比如说芦笋汤或者蒸的芦笋会比较好。
So generally, what we are in India, we are collecting the root of this asparagus and we are making the powder, and this is the wonderful strengthening powder for male and female both, especially for the female.
我们在印度的话，我们会用这个芦笋的根去把它磨成粉，然后这个增强的男性、女性的那个能量，尤其是女性，非常
So
有效。
that is called the root of asparagus or the root of satabri root.
就是我们的这个芦笋的根。
So when the person is coming to you, doctor, can you treat my UTI? Because once the person is getting UTI, and he will be getting UTI every 6 months, every 6 months.
如果说他一旦得了尿路感染，他可能每6个月都会复发。
So then we can recommend the person, okay, do this fasting and take the asparagus, and just 1 day, we on the juice of the asparagus, take the steamed asparagus and do the fasting. Don't eat anything else on that day. Then we can see the UTI will be resolved.
如果说这个人他尿路感染的话，他每周就一次，就用芦笋来做轻断食，他那天什么都不要吃，只吃芦笋，或者说芦笋汤，或者是蒸的芦笋，那他就会有改善。
Now, asparagus is not only good for UTI.
Should I mute everyone?
Yeah, please.
Okay, I will mute everyone. Okay.
So asparagus is not only good for UTI, but asparagus is good for each and every problem happening in this part. In this part means, suppose some female is suffering with the problem of like white discharge or the leukorrhea, or some female is suffering with any types of the genital problems and STD or the sexual transmitted disease. In these all conditions, the asparagus will remove unwanted infections from this part.
那就是对于女性来说，她的白带啊，或者妇科的问题啊、子宫啊、卵巢这些问题，只要是相关的女性的问题，这个芦笋都是非常好的。
So asparagus has been considered who is removing all the disease from the lower warmer. Lower warmer means this whole part.
就是这个我们的一个女性的生殖这个部位。
1 minute. So when any patient coming to you with a complaint of any types of the genital problem or the urinary tract infections or the problem of ovary or the problem of uterus, white discharge, so we can do the treatment by using this asparagus.
那如果你说有人他会有白带很多啊，子宫的问题、卵巢的问题啊，你都可以用这个芦笋来让他让他多吃些芦笋，或者用芦笋来进行轻断食，每周1次。
So how the question comes, now I will also tell you that how to plan whole day. One more thing I would like to tell you about the asparagus here. Asparagus has been considered as a natural version of the Viagra. Viagra means the sexual tonic. Sexual tonic who enhance the libido or the sexual desire, especially in the male, that is Viagra.
那这个就是我们提升性能量的一款食物。
So if you see in the China people are taking ginseng,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
also they are taking this asparagus, and they are balancing their hormones. That's why they are keeping the good libido or the sexual desire.
那就是我们在中国会吃人参，包括人参和那个芦笋，它都是可以平衡荷尔蒙来增加性能量。
So if we talk about the India, in place of ginseng, we can take ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is the same like the ginseng, and satabri is available. Satabri means asparagus. So if we are taking the combination of ashwagandha, satabri in India, it is the same like ginseng and asparagus in the China. So this is enhancing the sexual hormones and balancing everything.
You eat them together?
Yeah, no, it's not mandatory. We can eat them together. We can eat them separately.
Okay.
Many person, like when the patient coming to our clinic, we are giving them together as well. Sometimes alone as well. There is no problem.
是在印度的话，就是有一个叫 ashwagandha，就相当于我们的人参。那 shatavadi 就是相当于芦笋。那这就是对应的，我们其实在国内都可以买到。它这个都是可以增加我们的这个性能量、平衡荷尔蒙的。
So, but one thing we have to take care. If the person is suffering with a kidney stone, or if the person is suffering with a kidney stone or the uric acid, then we should control the dose of asparagus. Then we shouldn't give too much asparagus.
就如果说这个人有那个他的这个肾结石，sorry, what the other disease apart from the kidney stone? What other disease you mentioned?
Uric acid. I will be coming to that.
Uric. OK. 那另外一个他
说
，It's about in the uranium.
Uric acid. Just after finishing this, I will discuss that.
OK. 就是如果说有肾结石的，大家就不要吃。So if they have kidney stone, they should avoid both ginseng and the asparagus.
Uric acid is one like uric acid is creating the joint pain. I will.
Okay. So if they have this problem, they should avoid the asparagus and ginseng.
They should avoid asparagus. Yeah.
Ginseng also avoid.
No. Ginseng is safe.
OK. 就如果他有肾结石的，那另外一个他待会儿会说，就是我们就不要吃芦笋了。肾结石的人不要吃芦笋。
And one more thing I would like to mention here, because asparagus is doing very good cleansing of the urine. So the person is taking the asparagus might get the foul smelling in the urine.
因为那个就是我们的芦笋它是可以净化我们的这个尿路系统。但有些人如果吃芦笋，他的可能他尿液会有些异味，那是很正常的。
So here, because we are talking about the asparagus, so if you are in the India, then you can think satabri. Okay, in the China, asparagus is very easily available all around.
Yeah.
Is it, Michelle?
Yes.
Yeah.
那印度的话，它是叫那个 shatavadi， 是一个药。
Yeah, in India we are telling it satabri.
Yeah. 在印度是有。
Number one, asparagus is diuretic, so it's promoting the urine, like quantity of the urine, and it removing unwanted blockage from the urinary path.
它是利尿的，所以它能够去清理这个利尿道的一些这个毒素。
And we are giving like many females are having PMS symptom. PMS means before starting the menstruation, they are getting some irritability and some or the other symptom. So this asparagus is very good for them.
包括有些人他经期会有一些这个反应的一些人，经痛或者一些反应很大的人，他可以吃芦笋，对他很有帮助。
If we are giving the asparagus during the pregnancy, then there will be very good like development of the fetus, and there will be very good amount of the milk will be coming after the delivery.
那如果在我们孕妇吃很多的芦笋的话，它的一个是对它的胎盘有很好的强健作用，另外的话，它会有很多的帮助它催奶。
Because asparagus is very good who is doing the strengthening of the mother and the fetus who is under the womb of mother.
就是这个包括这个它对于一个女性，尤其是孕期的女性特别好，一个是它的胎盘，一个是对它的这个刚刚讲到的，它的子宫也好，卵巢也好。
So it's written here, if we are taking the little juice of the asparagus and mixing little honey, taking every day, it's a very good for the person having weak heart.
Is this raw juice?
Yeah, juice like a
raw,
juice.
OK。如果说你用这个芦笋汁加上就是蜂蜜的话，它能够强健心脏。
So we can eat the asparagus in many forms, like we can boil it, we can roast it, we can make the soup, juices and all. Ultimately, if we eat it, we will be getting the benefits.
我们可以就是吃这个煮的、蒸的，然后那个汤啊。Is this good for some percuti for this asparagus? Is it good for some, especially for some percuti like that?
So asparagus is very good for all constitution, because see, it is very good for Vata personality, because Vata people need more energy. So it will very good for Vata personality. It's a very good for the Pitta personality, because it's a cooling down the Pitta. So it's a best for the people having Vata and Pitta.
尤其是对 Vata Pitta 型的人特别好，因为它一个是可以滋养，可以滋养身体，另外对 Pitta 的人来说，它可以让它更加清凉，身体的更加这个凉爽。
But then any female getting any types of the like menstrual ups and down, menstrual dysfunctions, can take the asparagus, whether the Vata, Pitta and Kapha, any Prakriti.
那对于女性问题的话，就不管它任何的体质了，它对女性的所有的问题。
Like see, I will tell you, the root of the asparagus having more benefits than the vegetables. You know that root is having more benefits.
就是 yeah, normally people are gonna just remove those roots.
Yeah, so root, we shouldn't remove the root, because as per the Ayurveda, definitely both are having benefit, asparagus and the root. Satavari and root both are having good benefit, but the root are more.
But how can we eat the roots?
So we are drying it, and after drying it, we are making the powder. Then we are keeping in the compartment. Then we are eating it. We can eat it with the help of milk. If anyone is drinking only 7 days, will be getting very good strengthening in the body.
就是其实大家要知道，那个芦笋的根它是最有营养的部分。然后如果你可以连续就是吃个7天的话，那你就会马上就是你的身体的能量就会增强，更有力量。
Suppose some female is having underdeveloped breast is not fully developed. Just take the root of asparagus for 3 to 4 months. She will be seeing very good benefits.
就如果说有些女性她的胸部发育不好的话，那她吃3到4个月 ，even when they are old age or
in whatever the age.
OK， 不管她的年龄，你只要可以吃芦笋，然后一段时间你的这个胸部发育就会变好。
You know, whether we talk about the human or the animals, it's working for both. That's why, you know, many people are feeding asparagus to cow as well, because when the cow is eating, she is getting very good strengthening. And if there is the baby of the cow in the womb, he's also getting very good benefit, and cow is giving very good milk if she's eating the asparagus.
就是我们会这个人跟动物一样，当我们去喂这个牛这个芦笋的时候，它都会它会有更多的牛奶出来。
So now let's move to the next thing, that is uric acid, which you are asking what is that. Now I will be telling about the uric acid.
OK， 我们现在来讲另外一个痛风。
So there is a disease. The name of disease is called gout.
就是这个 uric acid 就是尿酸。那我们这个尿酸引起的就是这个痛风。
So what's happening whenever we are eating anything, and from the food we are making very good product as well as some bad product.
那有些食物呢，它是比较好的，有些是不是特别好的食物。
So uric acid is always made by the liver, and it's always available in the blood, but it's available till the limit. It's not going beyond the limit.
那我们这个尿酸它其实由肝脏这个分泌出来，但它的不会分泌很多了。
But when the uric acid crossing the limit, and like suppose it shouldn't cross the limit. Suppose we know the diabetic person, if you are normal, then whether you eat lots of sweet, your sugar will be normal. If you are not eating sweet, even your sugar will be normal. But the diabetic person will be changing food little bit, and we can see the fluctuation in the sugar.
就像我们正常人，如果说我们吃很多甜的，我们的血糖也不会变化很大；我们不吃甜的，血糖也不会变化很大。但是糖尿病的人，如果他吃一点点的甜的，他的血糖变化就会非常大。
In the same way, if the person develop the tendency of gout or the uric acid, little will change in the food habits, and immediately the uric acid will be very high.
就同样的，对于我们这个尿酸或者痛风的人来说，如果他的尿酸它这个对反应很大的话，那可能这个食物吃一点点就会引起这个尿酸过多，会引起
Then
痛。
person going to the doctor, my joints are paining, these small joints are paining.
然后他会来找我说，医生，我的这个手指脚趾的关节很疼。
So as soon as doctor see the joints, oh, this is paining, kindly check the uric acid. You might be suffering with the uric acid.
就是那个当你的这个手指脚趾很痛的话，那你就可能这个尿酸就是过
So you
高。
can see this is the joint, and inside the joints there is a deposition of this uric acid crystals.
这就是你可以看到这个叫做尿酸的这个，它就是变成一种钙化了，或者一些结石。
So when we are eating the protein, after the digestion of protein, there is a formation of the uric acid, and the uric acid getting deposited in the joints.
所以我们就会发现，当我们可能摄入很多的这个蛋白质的话，那我们的这个尿酸它就会在这个关节里边形成这种结
And
节。
joint is becoming red. This joint is painful as well as the red.
然后我们的这个关节它就是会很疼痛，会发红、肿胀。
So now slowly and slowly it will be getting deposited in all the joints, and if you are not treating it on the time, after the 8-10 years, even the finger will be deviating. Your finger will not be straight, then finger will turn on one side.
那如果说你不去注意它，你的每个关节它都会变成那个样子，尿酸它就是这个结节，然后8到10年之后，你的手指就不会伸直了，就弯了，它可能会弯向某一个方向去弯。
So that is called gout or the uric acid, right?
就是这个尿酸结石或者说痛风。
So now what is the treatment? Let's see the treatment here.
那我们该如何去治疗痛风呢？
So grapes has been considered as a nectar of God, and the grapes are having very great capability to remove all the acids out from the body.
这个葡萄就是一个非常好，就是将你身体的一些酸性能够去除的。
So grapes are not only good for constipation, but it's very good for the gout, all types of the rheumatism, and they are wonderful for liver cleansing.
包括对这个便秘啊，对我们的痛风，还有我们的一些这个清理肝脏。
So they will reduce unwanted acids available anywhere in the body.
包括我们身体的一些不需要的一些酸性物质，它都能够清除掉。
So now we'll be doing the grape fasting.
我们可以用葡萄来进行轻断食。
So the grape fasting, how to do the grape fasting, I will tell you. Means throughout the day we will just eating the grapes, and we'll be doing the grape fasting, and within few days we will see, wow, only doing the 1 day fasting in a week will cure the person suffering with the uric acid.
你就可以一周1天用葡萄来轻断食，你会发现很快他的这个痛风就会得到改善。
The question come how to plan the fasting, when to eat, when to avoid. So we will be discussing everything, how to plan the day.
那我们会讨论的，大家不用着急。如何具体怎么做，我们都会讨论在课程
So
当中。
before discussing all, let's discuss few more characteristic about the grapes.
那我们再讨论一下这个葡萄。
So grapes has been considered as a very good for blood and for the bodybuilder.
葡萄它其实对血液还有我们这个强健身体是非常
Suppose you want to build your body, you are doing lots of exercises and you eat the grapes, do the exercise, and you will be developing very beautiful muscles, curved muscles, and your body will be turning in the very good shape.
如果说你想这个强健身体，或者说塑形塑身，你让身体这个身形很好看，你就可以一边健身一边吃葡萄。
And this will doing the very good cleansing of the kidney. So if there is an unwanted deposition of the uric acid or any types of the acid, it will cleanse from the kidney.
包括它可以非常好的净化我们肾脏，可以去除一些酸性。
So like suppose your some utensil is dirty, and if you are cleansing with the lemon, then you can bring the shine back, because the fruits having vitamin C contents or the sour taste, they can bring the shininess. In the same way, eating the grapes will bring the shininess inside the body.
就像如果说你那个很脏，一个容器很脏，我们会用这个柠檬会去清洁它。就像我们这些有些这个酸性的东西，它可以帮你这个把这个污渍给清除掉。那我们这个葡萄也是一样的，可以把我们身体系统的一些污渍给清理掉。
So the grape juice are very excellent to develop the immunity. The meaning of immunity, they will fight all the virus and bacteria and even the flu.
包括它是一个非常对这个提升免疫力非常好的一个水果，它可以比如免疫力就是指你这个抵抗细菌病毒的能力。
We know many times nowadays people are suffering with the herpes problem, and herpes is also very common problem. People are having lots of pain in the herpes. So herpes is happening because of the virus. So it, as per the research, if the person is taking grape and raisin, just by taking two things, we are doing the fasting on the raisin and grapes, we can cure the pain happening because of the herpes.
就现在很多人会得一些疱疹，疱疹它也是一些病毒啊什么引起的，或者我们身体引起瘙痒疼痛。那如果你用这个葡萄汁或者说是葡萄干的这个茶水，那它就可以得到很好的一个缓解作用。
Now many times you have asked me, okay, tell me some fruit which is very good for pitta people. Pitta people means which is the good food pitta people can do fasting on that. Okay.
你有的时候会
Remember, pitta people are suffering with the heart disease very commonly, right?
那批人很容易会得心脏相关的问题。
Because pitta people are having very sensitive heart. Okay. As per the Ayurveda, there are 5 types of pitta. The sadhak pitta lives in the heart. So if we are doing grape fasting, then it will cleanse all the arteries, it will remove all the unwanted dirt from the coronary artery, from the capillaries, and it will remove the probability of the heart disease.
那 Pitta 有五种类型的 Pitta， 那有一种它是跟主导我们心脏的功能的。那当我们去用葡萄来断食的话，那它就可以对我们的动脉，包括毛细血管都是一个非常好的净化作用，从而可以强健我们的心脏功能。
So if you ask me, I'm suffering with a high blood pressure, tell me some juice I can do fasting on that. I will tell you, eat the grapes and take the grape juice and do the fasting, and you will be free from the heart disease and the cholesterol.
那如果说你有高血压和高胆固醇，你问我该如何来选择这个轻断食方案，我告诉你，你可以选择葡萄汁。
Now you are telling, oh, but I don't have grapes because it's off season. Then what to do? No problem. Take the dry grapes, soak in the water, and boil in the morning, like near about 20 grams. 20 grams of dry grapes, soak in the water, take in the morning, eat them. Even this will cure the heart problem and the blocked arteries.
如果说你说这个季节没有葡萄怎么办？你就吃葡萄干，你可以晚上把葡萄浸在水里，20克，然后早上去吃它，
So any color of the grapes or any from the form of the grapes are always beneficial for the heart.
就是葡萄或者葡萄干各种形式的葡萄，它对心脏都是非常好的。
They will not allow any types of the blockage inside the blood vessels.
它会让你的血管不会有淤堵。
So in this way, so we are coming back to the uric acid because I told you the grapes are doing cleansing for all types of the acid from the body.
那我讲过了，这个葡萄它可以帮我们清除身体内的这些酸性物质。
So now how to do the fasting?
那该如何来做这个轻断食呢？
So first, why the grapes are working, why the fasting is working. So see the effect of fasting over the liver.
那我们来看一下这个肝脏，为什么这个轻断食它会起作用呢？
So this is the healthy liver and this is the unhealthy liver.
健康的肝脏，另外一个是不健康的肝脏。
So when the person is eating without any discipline, eating food off the root, not following the food patterns, what should eat, what shouldn't eat, then slowly and slowly developing the fatty layer over the liver.
如果一些人他不太注意饮食的话，那他平时就吃东西不注意的话，他慢慢的话，在我们的肝脏就会有形成脂肪层。
Then you are checking the liver and in the report it's coming the fatty liver.
然后你去看你的这个报告，然后你的报告就会显示有脂肪
Now
肝。
fatty liver is the invitation of many diseases like the uric acid, like the diabetes and many more problems.
包括这个脂肪肝会引起很多的疾病，包括糖尿病也好，你的这个尿酸过多也好，等等，很多都是因为这个脂肪肝引起的。
So when you are doing the grape juice fasting, then it's removing the unwanted fat layer from the liver and it's making the liver normal like earlier.
如果说你用葡萄来去断食的话，那你就可以让这个让你的肝脏恢复到正常的一个这个状况。
And liver is the organ who produce uric acid.
然后我们肝脏是分泌尿酸的，
So definitely we will able to cure the problem of gout.
所以我们就自然就可以去治疗这个痛风了。
And even what is the effect of fasting over the kidney?
那另外这个我们现在是对肾脏有什么样的一个影响呢？
So grape juice and the grape eating the grape fruits in the both pattern, it's bringing the thinness in the blood.
Bring the wetness.
It is doing the thinning of the blood, thinning of
thinning of the OK， 它能够让我们的这个血液啊血管它变得更加这个更加顺畅，这个血管变得更加的这个流动更加这个血液的流动更加的顺畅。
So the kidney will also perform the filtration very nicely, will produce the urine very nicely because there is no load over the kidney.
然后它能够让你的这个尿液也变得更加的就是说都是有一些这种让它变得更加这个就是没有那么粘稠。
So eating the grapes will be very good for constipation, even very good for the urination and very good for the cleansing of the acid.
包括它对便秘啊，我们的尿液啊，还有这个这个就是能够减少我们身体的酸性。
So let's do how to do the fasting for certain disease, like we want to do the for gout or the uric acid.
就是我们来看一下这个通过轻断食能够治疗哪些疾病。刚刚讲了这个痛风跟尿酸过高。
So I am just giving you one pattern. Now you can change the pattern as per your what time you're getting up, what time you're sleeping. So you can do the changes as per your own schedule.
我给大家一个方案，那你可以根据自己的这个具体的情况可以做个调整。
So right now my purpose to cleanse the body, to cleanse all the joints from the uric acid.
我现在是要去把这个我的关节里边的这个尿酸能够让它就是清理掉。
So first I will tell the person as first thing in the morning, start your day with the lime juice or the lemon juice.
你可以每天先喝柠檬汁，
And after taking the lime or lemon juice, do the 45-minute pranayama or some exercise.
就你早上一起来先喝柠檬汁，之后的话，你要做45分钟的锻炼、运动或者调息法。
So 45-minute, like the pranayama, like the asanas or the walking, whatever you like.
就是你可以做45分钟的几个练习。
Suppose you prefer the walking, but I will recommend everyone at least you should do 10 to 15-minute pranayama with walking as well, because pranayama can treat the disease from the root.
至少你要做10到15分钟的调息法，在你45分钟当中，因为调息法它其实是非常很根本的一个方法，它可以治疗你的这个就治根。
Then after finishing this, now take the herbal tea made by celery seed, cumin seed, coriander seed, and the fennel seed.
然后你这个做完之后，你可以去自己给自己煮一杯草本茶，你可以用这个香菜籽，这个叫什么？这个还有这个叫什么？那个叫什么茴香，还有就是那个突然想不起来了，那个叫什么？
So this tea will improve the
让
metabolism.
我来跟他说，
So this tea will improve the metabolism, and
然
when you able to improve the metabolism, you will able to expel
没有
unwanted toxins.
绿豆蔻这几个，这个你就可以去帮助我们很好的去能够去把这个问题，就是这个痛风的问题。
So now this is the time of breakfast. Now in the breakfast, you need to take only cucumber and lemon. That's it.
然后早饭的话，你就只要吃这个 lemon means juice。
Yeah, you have to put the lemon. Like
Okay.
you have cut the cucumber and putting the lemon, squeezing the lemon.
Or squeezing the lemon and the grape.
No, only breakfast made by cucumber and lemon.
哦
That's
，OK。然后早饭你就吃黄瓜，然后上面就是挤一些柠檬汁在黄瓜上。
So after doing this breakfast, now suppose I will tell you as per the time, morning 6 a.m. you have taken lemon juice,
就我再跟你说，比如说你6点钟来喝这个柠檬汁，
or the 7 or 7:30 you have taken this celery
然后你的
tea. Okay,
you mean the 7:30 you will
celery, cumin,
purple-
coriander, and the fennel seed tea.
OK， 然后7点你做完，然后你做45分钟练习之后呢，然后你就去吃这个草本茶。
So morning 6 a.m. is the time of taking the lemon juice
那就是6点钟的
or
时
the
候，
lime juice,
你去喝
anyone,
柠檬汁 ，empty stomach，
empty stomach.
空腹。
Now 7:30 a.m. is the time to take celery, cumin, coriander, and fennel seed tea. It will improve the metabolism.
那我重新说一下，刚刚可能翻译的时候那个没想起来，然后有些词就是一个是芹菜。
Now
你
8:30 a.m. or so, maybe 9 a.m. for you, you can
Let
take the breakfast.
Let me finish that. 芹菜，然后是这个我们的香菜、茴香，再加上那个孜然茶。
In the breakfast, you can take cucumber and lemon.
8点半你就吃早饭，吃早饭
As much as per your wish, as per your
黄
hunger.
瓜，黄瓜上面挤一些这个柠檬汁。
Now you don't have to eat anything minimum till 12 afternoon.
然后你就不要吃东西了，直到这个12点。
So 12 p.m. in the afternoon, you will be very hungry. That time now you have to take your lunch. And what will be in the lunch? You have to take only and only grapes.
然后你午饭就吃这个葡萄，
So you can eat the grapes and you can take the juice of the grapes.
你可以吃葡萄这个水果，也可以喝葡萄汁。
So you can take both the things together. There is no problem.
或者你一起吃，又吃葡萄又吃葡萄汁也可以。
So now after doing this, again, till the night, you don't have to take anything. Now this the night time is the time you have to take the steamed salad. So you can take whatever salad is available with you. You can take all the salads in the steamed form.
然后晚上你就可以吃蒸的蔬菜。
Now suppose if you are in between, if you want to have something, you can repeat the tea. You can repeat the metabolic tea, which we have discussed: celery, cumin, coriander, fennel seed tea.
然后你如果想饿的话，你就可以喝这个草本茶。Can we take that salad? I mean the cucumber if I get hungry.
Yeah, all the salad you can take, whatever salad, carrots, and whatever salads available with you, you can steam, then take in the evening, take in the steamed form.
然后晚饭就是吃蒸的这个 or vegetable soup is okay.
Yeah, definitely vegetable soup also can be taken. Yeah.
晚上你可以吃煮的蔬菜蒸的，或者说蔬菜汤。
So in this way, there's a wonderful, if you do once in a week and develop your habit to do this once in a week,
如果你每周做一次的话，
then it's really very wonderful, and within like few months your liver will there will be full liver detox by doing this method.
你一个月你如果每周做一次的话，你的肝脏就会得到净化。
So suppose in between you are very hungry. Suppose in afternoon, suppose you are 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, you are very hungry. Okay, whenever you are hungry, eat the grapes.
如果说你下午3点、4点、5点你饿的话，你就吃葡萄。
Suppose you have taken the herbal tea at 8:30 in the morning. Now 11 o'clock you are very hungry, eat the grapes. 3 o'clock you are hungry, eat the grapes, because throughout the day you just have to eat the grapes. That is the grapes day. Okay.
Grape day， 所以如果说你的，比如说你10点半饿了，你就可以吃这个就是吃葡萄，然后下午3点半饿了，你就可以吃葡萄。Is
So,
this apply to all the constitution?
this apply, yeah, definitely. Uric acid, we suppose as per the Ayurveda, the meaning of uric acid, person is having lots of pitta as well. Lots of pitta as well. Okay, vata means pain, pitta as well. That's why we are starting with the cucumber, because cucumber is cooling down the pitta.
Okay, kapha is also okay for kapha prakriti.
Kapha is not there in the patient suffering with the uric acid, but the person is having combination effect. Person is also having some turbidity in the body, dirtiness in the body. So when we are doing fasting, we are also reducing unwanted pitta, unwanted vata. Why the grapes and why the cucumber?
Okay, so can all the prakriti can use it.
All the prakriti people can take this. There is no problem. This fasting as per the disease pattern, right?
这个其实每个体质都可以使用。它这个就是讲到某些这个对肝脏的净化。
Now someone might think, oh, why this much less food during the fasting? See, there are two types of fasting. Number one fasting, don't eat anything, just take the water. And the second type of fasting, at least we are giving you tea, grapes, cucumber, lemon. It's a lucky drop for you. Means you are getting too many things. Many people are asking. Yesterday one lady came to me, doctor, yesterday I was doing fasting. Oh, you are doing fasting. Okay, then have you not eaten anything? She told, no, I took only lunch, full lunch. Okay. Then morning only chips, that fasting chips. In the night also fasting chips. So then she told me, doctor, I'm feeling weakness because I did fasting yesterday. Then I told, you have eaten enough. This is not fasting.
Yeah, this is not fasting at all.
Not fasting. Because see, if you go in the ashram, in the India, there is many spiritual ashram. They are just eating once in 24 hours. For years, 2 years. Just once in 24 hours, they are eating.
在印度很多的静心所，他们可能24小时只吃一餐的。
Because in the spirituality, they are believing they are not, okay, we need body strength, but more working spiritual person are working more with the mental strength. If they are eating too much, even they are not able to perform the meditation, they are not able to perform all the practices. which they are doing throughout the day and night.
就是说这个尤其是走灵性道路的人，如果吃太多的话，他根本就没办法静心的。
So for you, I am telling, okay, take the 3 meals, breakfast, lunch and dinner, but no snacks in between, right?
就对大家来说，你就可以吃3餐，但是这个如果你要断食，你还是可以吃3餐，但是你中间就不要吃零食了。
If the fresh grape juice is not available, definitely you can take the dry grapes. Dry grapes also very wonderful. I told you, you can take the grapes in any form, they will be working.
就是如果说你没有葡萄的话，新鲜的你就可以吃葡萄干的也是可以的。
Now regarding the diabetic people, then for the diabetic people, we have to think something different. So we will be coming to that point.
对于糖尿病的人，当然你就会吃一些不同的东西，我们也会讲到。
Because for the diabetic people, we can give the sweet fruits, but we can't give too much.
我们可以给他吃些甜的水果，但是不能那个量要控制。
So now, when we talk about the diabetes, let's talk about the diabetes. So there are 2 types of diabetes. One is diabetes type 1, second is diabetes type 2.
糖尿病1型，第二种是糖尿病2型。
So the fasting more working beneficially for the patient who is having diabetes type 2.
那很多人他是糖尿病的2型，
Because the diabetes type 1 is already the person having diabetes type 1, they're already very lean, they're already very thin. Okay. But when we talk about the diabetes type 2, these people are developing this diabetes in the middle age.
那第一种是1型，他很瘦了。那第二种的话，一般是在中年之后开始得糖尿病的。
And these people are developing the diabetes type 2 because of their wrong habits.
那2型的人，他就是因为他的错误的这个生活方式导致的。
So what is the wrong habit? I will tell you.
哪些这个不正确的生活方式呢？
Today one patient came to my clinic and he was having highly distended abdomen like this, highly distended abdomen,
今天有一个病人到我诊所，
full abdomen. I asked, okay, what are you eating? He is telling, I'm taking my breakfast, then the lunch, then the dinner. Then I asked, okay, anything else? Yes, in my office, I am ordering some snacks before the lunch and even before the dinner.
那他就说我除了早吃3顿之外，我在我中饭前后都会吃。
Now this person asking me,
Yes.
kindly doctor, can you treat my acidity?
他说你能够去帮助我身体的酸性
Now
吗？
I want to ask you whether this person doing something wrong or not.
那我想说这个人他的做法对吗？
Whether he's doing right, taking the breakfast, then the samosa means samosa is a snacks, then the lunch, then again something like the sandwich and all, then dinner, and uncountable tea like 4-5 tea. So whether he's doing right or wrong.
就是这个人他除了吃3餐之外，他还会吃一些这种油炸的这个点心，然后他每天喝4到5杯这种奶茶。
So today, because nowadays we are doing yogasana every morning. So today we did lots of yogasana. I was too hungry. Anyone was hungry today? Who did yogasana in the morning session? Nitaji, you were hungry? No, I was too hungry. I was eating the food, but after 1 hour it is getting digested. So if we do lots of yogasana, we can digest the food very properly, very nicely.
You eat a lot today?
I have eaten it too much today.
So you're gonna do fasting tomorrow?
Yeah, but I have eaten during the timing of eating, not like morning, no, not like afternoon, then the mid snacks, no. During my lunch time, I have taken the big meal.
他说他这个现在每天早上都做瑜伽，所以说他消耗很多，今天就吃了很多。I'm controlling.
Yeah, if you see, if you want to reduce the weight, then you should have the feeling of hunger, little feeling of hunger. Suppose right now, if you are having little feeling of hunger, it's a very good sign.
就是如果说减肥，
Don't try to eat something when you are having little sign of hunger. Let it be there, because the little feeling of hunger means it will digest the fat.
就是你如果想减肥的话，就是如果说你又有一点饥饿感是好的，就是你有点饥饿感产生的时候，它就是一个就是说这个征兆，就是它要开始代谢脂肪的一个征兆。
So nowadays, what people are doing, they are not exercising, they are not doing any yogasana, nothing, but just eating lots of things. Then they are developing the diabetes type 2.
那现在很多人他又不运动，但他一直在吃，那所以他就会发展成糖尿病的2型。
Okay, so now what happened exactly? What is the diabetes type 2?
那这个糖尿病2型到底是什么呢？
So when the person doing the overeating, then there is extra deposition of the fat is getting deposited over the liver.
那如果一个人吃太多的话，他的这个脂肪会过多的，就会储存在他的肝脏里。
So there will be fatty layer over the liver. That's why the most of the diabetic person are having fatty liver.
所以他在肝脏外面就会产生一层这个脂肪，也就是很大部分的2型糖尿病，它就会有脂肪肝。
So like the fatty person doesn't want to do anything, just want to rest, just want to sleep, just want to be lazy. In the same way, fatty liver doesn't want to do too much work.
那就是胖的人，他就想睡觉，他很惰性。那所以这个脂肪肝，他也不想做任何的工作跟运动。
So suppose you have eaten something. Now, as soon as you eat something, so pancreas will secrete the insulin, right? Pancreas will secrete the insulin.
当你吃东西的时候，胰脏开始分泌胰岛素，
And insulin will carry the glucose like this. Insulin will carry the glucose like this and will deposit in the liver.
那胰岛素它就会就是分泌。You mean insulin will?
So suppose I am insulin.
Yeah.
I am insulin. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Now, as soon as the food is coming.
Yeah.
So insulin is coming from the pancreas.
Mm-hmm.
Now taking the glucose particles and will take them and depositing in the liver.
Okay, so insulin will take glucose, right?
So I will tell you once again, insulin
will
is like
deposit.
a key. Insulin is like a key.
Okay.
Key of the door.
Okay.
So okay, let's see this image. For clear understanding, see this image.
But who created glucose?
Okay, so look at this image.
Okay. Food.
So look at this, right? Suppose we are eating the food.
那我们吃东西，
Now food is coming in the stomach.
然后就
Then
这个东西到胃，
pancreas is secreting the insulin.
那我们的胰脏就分泌胰岛素了。
So pancreas is secreting the insulin hormone.
我们的胰脏就分泌这个胰岛
Now
素。
this insulin hormone will take this food, take glucose and will deposit in the liver.
那然后我们的这个胰岛素就会把葡萄糖 ，so the glucose is from the food, right? From the stomach.
So tell me, you want to enter your home, but you don't have the key of the door. Then will you able to enter the home?
因为这个，如果说你那个想到家去，但是你没有钥匙，你能够打开这个房门吗？
So definitely not. In the same way, if you are eaten something, but insulin is there, then only you will able to deposit the thing in the liver, in the muscles, in the visceral fat, wherever you want to deposit. Without the insulin, you will not able to deposit anywhere.
就像你吃了一个东西，如果你需要把这些吃的东西，把它储存在你不同的脏腑，包括你的肝脏、你的这个肾脏，那你需要通过就是这个胰岛素来储存。
So for example, I'm eating something.
如果我
Now
吃
this is going in my stomach. As soon as this is going in my stomach, pancreas will secrete the insulin.
就像我吃一个东西，然后它就进入到肠胃，然后只要一进入肠胃的话，这个胰岛素就开始这个。
Now pancreas will secrete the and now insulin will open the door of liver, the door of muscles, the door of visceral fat. Then glucose will go and get deposited there.
然后那个胰岛素它就会像一把钥匙一样去打开肝脏的门，打开肾脏的门，就把这个葡萄糖储存在那些脏腑里边。
So suppose if insulin is not there, then what will happen?
那如果说没有胰岛素，会发生什么事情？
Tell me, what will happen?
大家可以告诉我，如果没有胰岛素会发生什么事情？大家可以告诉我，打字框里面告诉我。
So this will happen now. Glucose is waiting in the blood and want to get deposited somewhere, but
那
just
然后这
waiting,
个
waiting, waiting.
葡萄糖它就会在血里边等待，它想被这个储存到一些器官里。
So this is the responsibility of pancreas to secrete the insulin as soon as we eat the food.
所以只要我们去吃食物的话，我们胰脏就会分泌出很多的胰岛素。
So suppose the food particles going in
比
the
如说是
stomach,
它就是吃进去之后，食物就会来到肠胃。
then the pancreas will
那我
secreting the insulin.
那胰脏就会分泌出胰岛素。
And this food particles means glucose with the effect of insulin will be getting deposited in the liver, will be getting deposited in the muscles, will be getting deposited in the fat.
那我们的食物就会变成这个葡萄糖，那然后通过这个胰岛素把这个葡萄糖储存在，比如说我们的肝脏、我们的肌肉组织、我们的脂肪。
So insulin is like a key.
那我们的胰岛素像一把钥匙一样，
So insulin is like a key who will open the liver gate,
它就会打开
open the
肝脏，
muscle gate,
打
and who
开
will open the fat gate.
打开脂肪的门。
So suppose there is a too much insulin,
如果太多的胰岛素，
then too much deposition of the fat,
那你
too much
就会有
deposition.
就会有太多的这个储存我们的这个脂肪。
So too much deposition of the fat, then fat is increasing, increasing. That's why it has been told, more the insulin, more the fat.
所以那就是如果胰岛素越多的话，我们的脂肪就会越多。
And less the insulin, less the fat.
那我们的胰岛素越少，脂肪就越少。
So if the person is having overweight
如
or
果
the
一个
obesity,
过胖的话，
should not have higher insulin.
所以它不应该胰岛素太高，
Because whatever he is eating, it will be getting deposited in the fat cells and person will be hungry again.
因为不管他吃什么，它就会变成脂肪，那他就会很饿。
So it's something like that, like suppose you are asking the money from your father, give me money. Father is giving you 1,000 rupees and you are depositing in your bank. Then you're asking father, give me money. Then father told, just I have given you. No, now I don't have any money. So father giving again 1,000 rupees. Again you are putting in the bank, you are again empty.
那
So
你
you are always demanding money, 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 because as soon as you get the money, just you deposit in the bank.
就你向你父亲要钱，你每次问他要完钱，你就存在银行，那你不是又没钱了吗？你再问他要钱，你再存到银行，那你还是没有钱的状态。
So the person who is having more weight, as soon as eat something, insulin will deposit all the energy in the fat cells. Again eat something, again insulin will deposit all the energy in the fat cells. So he increasing fat, again hungry.
那就是如果说那个吃的很过胖的人，他只要吃东西，然后胰岛素就把它储存在脂肪，然后第二
Who
就吃
is
了
responsible?
他就是不断的很胖，然后他也很饿，
Who is responsible? Insulin is responsible.
所以这个胰岛素它是负责任的。这个对于肥胖来说，是因为胰岛素造成。
So insulin is responsible for diabetes as well as for the obesity or the overweight.
那个就体重过胖，包括糖尿病都是胰岛素造成的。
So if you want to reduce the weight, just focus on the insulin, just do something so that insulin will be lesser, your weight automatically will be lesser.
所以那你要去控制你胰岛素，那胰岛素变少了的话，那你的体重就会变轻，身体的问题也会缓解。
So nowadays, this is a very common problem with most of the people. The people are insulin resistance.
有一些人很常见的问题就是他对这个胰岛素他会有抵抗，
What is the meaning of insulin resistance?
什么意思呢？
The meaning of insulin resistance, you have eaten the food, food is going in the stomach, then pancreas secreting the insulin.
那你吃东西，这个食物进入肠胃，然后呢，同时呢，胰脏就分泌胰岛素。
Now insulin going to the liver cells and trying to open the gate of the liver cells, but liver is not opening.
那然后呢，胰岛素呢，它就想进入这个肝脏，但是肝脏呢，就它不开放，那个门就不打开。
So liver is not opening. Why the liver is not opening? Because liver itself is not healthy. Liver itself having lots of fat. So liver is unhealthy. So when insulin want to open the door, not able to open the door of liver.
那为什么这个肝脏不打开门呢？因为它不健康，它有可能有很多的脂肪，所以没办法打开。
Then insulin is telling the liver, oh, liver, please open the door because we are having too much sugar in the blood. If you are not opening the door, then there will be very high sugar in the blood.
那这个胰岛素就跟这个肝脏说：“你赶快打开门啊，否则的话，这个那个葡萄糖就会进入血液当中，就有血糖特别高。”
The insulin is requesting to the liver, please open the door because this person just have eaten the food and we have to deposit lots of glucose.
因为这个人刚刚吃了食物，所以的话，我要赶快把的葡萄糖储存到肝脏里边去。
But liver is refusing because liver is not having capacity to absorb the glucose.
但那个肝脏却这个不开门，因为它没有能力去储存很多的。
Now pancreas will secrete more insulin and more insulin.
然后那个胰脏却一直在分泌，因为它吃很多嘛，所以胰脏不断的在分泌胰岛素。
So now there will be too much insulin.
然后现在就是胰岛素过多了。
And with the forceful pressure of the insulin, now we will able to deposit the glucose in the liver cells.
那然后的话，因为这个胰岛素多的话，那 you mean if there are too much insulin, they
Then
can
we have to, because see, then liver has no option because the insulin is like a key. There are lots of insulin trying to open the key. So
Then
the liver is helpless. Even liver is ill, has to deposit the glucose.
OK， 那如果胰岛素很多的话，那个肝脏没办法，它也只能去储存这个葡萄糖了。
So the thing is very like the thing is happening in this way. So if you check the blood, you will find too much insulin. But still person is having high blood sugar. It look very strange. Higher the insulin, higher the sugar. Okay.
那你会发现很奇怪，那这个人胰岛素很多啊，那为什么他的血糖还那么高呢？
Then we are asking the pancreas, listen pancreas, why the insulin is too high? Then pancreas is telling, what can I do? Liver is not listening with the same amount of insulin which we were secreting earlier.
那这个那个就是问胰脏，为什么你会分泌那么多胰岛素？那因为说这个肝脏不听啦，没反应了，所以我就会分泌很多的胰岛素。
So it means liver is not sensitive for the same insulin. This is called insulin resistance.
这就叫这个胰岛素的抵抗，也就是说肝脏它对胰岛素的反应就没那么敏锐了，它需要很多胰岛素才会对它有反应。
Like we are going in the rainy water with the umbrella. So water is falling on the umbrella. It's not falling on us. So it is making us water resistance. Like
就像下雨天的时候，我们撑伞的话，我们就不会被淋雨。
in the mobile also we have seen mobile also having water resistance. So water is not going in the mobile. Even we can take mobile inside the water.
包括我们的手机，它也是防水的。
In the same way, liver is insulin resistance. Liver is not reacting to insulin.
也就是这个肝脏对这个胰岛素已经不反应了。
So now, what is the treatment? Treatment is very simple. Clean the liver because liver is having too much load of the fats. Clean the liver. This is the
那为什么肝脏不反应呢？因为肝脏有太多的脂肪了。 你要去净化、清理
As
干
soon
燥。
as you clean the liver, it will start reacting with the same amount of insulin. And how to clean the liver? Only the way is doing the fasting.
那当这个肝脏它得到净化之后，它就会对胰岛素就开始有反应了。然后如何来清理肝脏，就是通过
So we have
轻断
seen the person doing only 3 days fasting start getting the benefit in the diabetes.
我们看到，如果一个人他做3天的轻断食，他对这个糖尿病就会有明显的改善。
Now, if you ask me, can we cure the diabetes type 2? I will tell you, yes, definitely we can cure. Then I will ask, okay, will you able to do the fasting? The patient will tell yes. Then I will tell, we will able to cure it 100%. But if the patient is telling, no, 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 I can't do fasting, then we are also helpless.
如果说你问我对二型糖尿病能够治愈吗？我说可以，但是你要做轻断食。如果说你不能做轻断食，我是没有信心你是不能治愈的。如果你可以做的话，我是非常有信心。
So just doing the fasting is the very good way our body will eat on fat cells with the process of autophagy, and liver will be neat and clean like the mirror.
那通过这个轻断食的话，我们的细胞自噬就会发生作用，那它就开始可以去自噬自己的一些这个细胞，那它就会起作用。
So this is called insulin resistance, and insulin resistance is a very big problem nowadays. There are lots of people suffering.
就现在就是很多人他就会就是有这些这个胰岛素，它这个抵抗胰岛素。
And generally, we have seen the insulin resistance in many patients, like the patient of obesity, the patient of diabetes, even the female suffering with the polycystic ovarian syndrome.
对很多人，包括一些过度肥胖啊、二型糖尿病啊，还有这个多卵巢囊肿啊，这些都是因为这个胰岛素它的会一
Because
些抵抗。
more the insulin means more the fat.
如果你胰岛素越多，就说明脂肪越多。
Less the insulin means less the fat.
那胰岛素越少，这个脂肪越少。
So want to reduce cholesterol. Cholesterol is a fat, so work on the insulin.
那这个高胆固醇怎么办？那你就是要减少这个胰岛素。
So if you want to work on the obesity, just work on the insulin. And how to work on the insulin? Just fasting, nothing else.
就是如何来去让你这个胰岛素平衡，就是通过这个轻断食。
So the fasting is very great method to cleanse the clogged artery. Okay.
哇，这个动脉。
So for the diabetic, what is the great way to do the fasting? It is coming tomorrow automatically. In the tomorrow class, we will be discussing that how to plan the fasting program for the diabetic person. Now today, let me finish how to plan the fasting program for the patient having clogged artery or the blockage in the arteries.
那明天会继续讲糖尿病，今天我会来讲这个动脉，这个动脉它这个淤堵。
So now there is a very wonderful juice that is called wheat juice. Wheat.
堵塞这个动脉的，包括我们讲的这个是这个，甜菜根。
So suppose someone is having the clogged artery means there is a deposition of the fat inside, and this deposition also might happen because of the higher insulin.
就是脂肪，就是因为胰岛素过高产生的。
Because higher the insulin means higher the deposition of fat. Wherever possible, insulin will deposit the fat.
就是只要是这个胰岛素过高，它就会这个去将这个脂肪，就是囤积脂肪，所以就是说会产生血管动脉里边就会有这个脂肪。
So now effect of wheat root juice is the wonderful for cholesterol.
对这个甜菜根这个果汁，就是对这个高胆固醇可以非常
So
好的
when the person is suffering with the high cholesterol, we are
高胆固醇。
planning the fasting on the wheat root juice, and even we are giving the steamed wheat root.
我们就是会用这个生的这个我们的这个甜菜根，或者这个甜菜根的这个果汁。
So when the person is suffering with the blockage in the arteries or the clogged arteries, so we are asking the patient, start the day with the lemon or lime juice.
如果说你有高胆固醇，我会建议同样早上先用柠檬汁开始，
Then do the 45-minute pranayama or the walking or the cardio.
然后你会做45分钟运动或者调息吧。So for lemon juice, you can add some water or just pure lemon juice.
No, we have to put the water. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. We have to we can take 1 glass a little warm water and squeeze 1 lemon and take this juice. Yeah.
就是你可以用1杯的水，然后里边挤一颗的柠檬汁在里边，这样子喝。
So we are having many different types of the herbal tea which you have to take right now. But right now I am telling you CCFT. CCFT means cumin, coriander, and the fennel seed tea.
然后香菜籽，然后是茴香，小茴香。
So I will be telling more metabolic tea in the upcoming class.
我之后会介绍更多的这个草本茶给到大家。
And there are 4 or 5 teas which can be replaced by each other.
然后4到5种它可以互相的使用。
Now, after doing this, so after taking this, now we will be taking the breakfast. Now this is the time of breakfast.
Someone asking, can we put honey into the tea?
Yes, definitely. Yes.
加蜂蜜是可以的，然后我们就吃早饭。
So for the patient suffering with the clogged arteries, now we have to give the breakfast. In the breakfast, we can give 1 apple.
早饭的时候，你可以吃1只苹果，吃1颗苹果。
So remember, we are planning this fasting only once in a week. Okay, so we are planning very lesser amount of food. Okay. In the remaining day, you can eat your normal food.
我们这个就是1周做1次，平时的时候你就可以吃你正常的食物，你只是那一天嘛，我们都会每周会断食1天。
So the apple is very good, and if you want, you can replace the apple with the pomegranate.
或者你可以用石榴来代替。
So better to take apple or the pomegranate in the form of breakfast.
你可以用苹果或者石榴来当做早餐。
So suppose you have started your day by the 6 a.m. So 6 a.m. in the morning, you have taken the lemon juice
早上你就是6点吃了这个柠
or the
檬
lime juice.
水，就是1杯水里边挤1支柠檬这样子。
Then second, you have done some pranayama
然后呢，你空腹喝
or
完
the cardio or the asanas.
至少做45分钟的练习调息法，至少要做10分钟的调息法，10到15分
Then
钟。
7:30 a.m. you can take your herbal tea. Right now, I have introduced CCFT.
我刚刚讲的那个就是 CCFT， 就是这个孜然加上这个香菜籽，再加上这个小茴香煮茶。
So in the CCFT, we will be putting the cinnamon because cinnamon is also very good for blood vessels or the arteries.
然后你也可以加肉桂，肉桂它是对这个血管非常好的，对这个动脉。
Now this is the time of breakfast. Near about 8:30 is the time of breakfast.
8点30分就该吃早饭了。
In the breakfast, we can take apple
你可以吃
1 or pomegranate 1.
或者1颗石榴。
Then we have to avoid eating anything at least till the 12 o'clock, 12 p.m.
然后这个到12点都不要去吃东西。
So 12 p.m. will be the timing of lunch.
然后12点就是午餐的时间。
And during the timing of lunch, you are having 2 options. The option number 1, just take the wheat root juice. That's it.
第一个你就喝甜菜汁，甜菜根的汁。
But you are very hungry, you can't able to manage this hunger, then even you can add steamed wheat root.
如果说你实在是太饿，你就把这个甜菜根蒸一下，你是蒸的。
So now this is lunch is over.
然后午餐就结束了。这就是指你在断食日的时候的这个饮食，一周只用
Directly
天。
now we can take in the evening time again. We can take cinnamon tea.
晚上的话，你就可以喝肉桂茶。
Cinnamon tea will be discussed shortly in the upcoming class.
之后会跟大家讲细节肉桂茶。
And during the dinner, we can take steamed salad.
晚上你就可以吃蒸的蔬菜，
Or if you want to go with the soup, you can take the soup in place of salad.
然后如果你也可以就是喝蔬菜汤来代替。
So this is the fasting for the patient suffering with the blockage in the arteries.
这就是对于这个动脉，如果它有一些淤堵的，
So many of my friends, colleagues are doing some other therapy like the panchakarma or the acupuncture. So if they are treating the patient with some other therapy, they can suggest this once a week.
那如果有些人他在做一些疗法，中医的疗法，
And tell the
包括这个
patient develop this habit doing the fasting once a week.
他可以每周做一次断食。
Then slowly we'll see there will be very good cleansing and person will be free from the blockages.
那你就可以很好的做一个身体的净化跟清理。
So I think this is enough for today.
那今天差不多了，第一天。Yeah，
There are lots of
Okay.
stuff to learn and we will be discussing tomorrow.
我们明天会继续来学习，有很多东西要学习。
So we will be discussing intermittent fasting, the different types of fastings. Okay. So we are going to discuss the different fruit fasting, juice fasting, water fasting. There are lots of types of fasting we will be discussing in the upcoming class.
我们会讲间歇性式断食，我们会讲不同食物的断食，不同果汁的断食，以及喝水的断食。Yes。
If you have any questions, we will reply your all the questions. Let the finish some topic, little more topic.
那我们就是如果有问题的话，我们会在我们先讲完课之后会给
The
大家。
person is having high protein can take the grapes. There is no problem. That's why we told the uric acid is one type of protein. Okay, made by the protein, and the grape juice is very good for the protein. There is no problem. If the person is having high protein, can take the grape juice.
就是如果蛋白质很高的人，他可以用葡萄汁来断食，因为那个包括尿酸也是一种蛋白质，用葡萄断食是没问题的。Yes, thank you, Dr. Hemans.
So thank you so much, everyone, for joining this fasting class. Now we'll be doing the class tomorrow.
明天我们继续。好的 ，Thank you.
Thank you
See
so
you
much.
tomorrow.
See you
See you.
tomorrow. Shall we close the session now?
Yes, yes, yes. 我们今天就到这里喽，大家拜拜。
Bye
Good
bye.
night. Good night. They are so happy to see you.
Yeah, even I.
Also happy.
Bye bye. See you tomorrow on the same time.
See you. 好，
6
明天
p.m.
还是同样的时间，拜拜。
Bye bye. Closing the session.
Sure. You can.